Well, hey there, YouTube. There is a lot of confusion about what is mixed voice, and I'm going to clear that up the best way I can for you here. Hi, this is Mike Goodrich, creator of The Inner Singer. And, there's a lot of things floating around about mixed voice. The first thing I want to say is that mixed voice is not a cop-out. A lot of people think that, well, I either want to belt or I want to sing in my mix, and that the two are somehow different. Well, belting correctly is actually mixing. The correct belt is a mix. It's not a lighter sound. It's not a thinner sound. It's a real chesty, strong, unbelievably fantastic sound that all of the great singers, no matter what genre of music they're singing, use when they're singing really, really, really strong high notes. And I'm talking men or women. And I'm going to go into that for both men and women in this video. Think of mix, first of all, mixed voice. Think of a car's transmission. Real quick analogy. Think of a car that you shift, where you shift the gears. And think of having, let's say, back in my day when I was a kid, we had a three-speed Mustang. And I used to push in the clutch from, driving into first gear, pushing the clutch, go to second, pushing the clutch, go to third. So think of those three gears. Think of the low gear in the car as your chest voice, and second and third gear as your mix. So that anything past your chest voice, just for the sake of this discussion to make things real easy and easy to explain, easy to understand, anything after your chest voice is mix. Now, where do we usually mix? We usually mix in what's called our first bridge, and that's a little different for men and women. Most men are going to bridge somewhere around, E flat, E4. That's above middle C. And most women, A flat, A, B flat, above that middle C. So really between G and B flat for women. Now, this depends on how loud you're singing, what vowel you're singing. It depends on a lot of things, but as a sweeping generalization, then that's pretty much what it is. So that is where you would leave your chest voice. That's where you would go from first gear into second gear. Now, oftentimes when we're just beginning this process, when we go into our mix, it will be a lighter sound, sometimes much lighter. That's okay. You want to establish the coordination because sometimes it needs to thin out so that you don't bang your chest voice up, analogous to driving too fast in first gear before you shift into second, or driving too fast and not shifting at all. That's like just really yanking your chest voice up too high. That's not healthy. That's not good for you. And that actually is what gave belting a bad name, because people that were yelling were calling it belting. So they're taking vowels really broad and they're calling that belting. That's not belting. That's just bad singing. That's just yelling. So, but great singing and great mixing is the correct belt. So as a matter of fact, I have the 5 biggest mistakes singers make when either singing in their mix or belting. And I'll put a link to that. It's a little book that I wrote. I'll put a link to that down. It's free. Put a link to that down in the description. Almost forgot the title of it. 5 biggest mistakes singers make while singing in their mix or belting. Yeah, got it right that time. Good. I wrote the thing. So anyway, yes. So mixing is sometimes for a while, and oftentimes for a while, certainly was for me, a lighter sound, because you've got to get the release out of chest voice. You've got to make the shift, right? And then you can beef it up. Once you get the release into that new area of resonation and that new vocal cord adjustment, I don't want to get too technical here, just want to give you the idea of what the difference is. Then you can beef it up and get it stronger and stronger and stronger. But you have to get the release first and then beef it up. You can't beef it up from the bottom and then push it up. So anyway, let me give you a couple of quick things that can help you find your mix. Really, really cool. So for men, for example, down here, if I do this octave, that's an E flat. Here, that goes from E3 to E4. Now the first 3 are in my chest voice, first gear. The last one is in my mix. So if I take a sound like ooh, and I use new, and I say new, 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 you can hear that the ooh is a real self-gatherer, self-focuser. It focuses the voice. I don't really like to use that word, but a lot of singers use it, so I'll toss it in here. It draws things together and gets you very, very vertical in terms of the way you sing. So it's not a horizontal sound. I go into that in many more videos, so I'm not going to go into that right now. But just trust me on this and use the ooh. It's really, really great. And you will feel a difference between these and this. Noo, 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 noo. It's a different area of resonation. And that's what you want to get used to giving into. And when you can begin to find that on that kind of a sound, you can use a no. No, 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 no. And when you begin to find it on that kind of a sound, you can use a little bit of a broader vowel, but you still want to keep it vertical. And again, I go into this. I have many, many videos coming on the magic of vowels. So you want to stay tuned for those. You can use it on an like UH. Mum, 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 mum. So everything stays vertical. And that is going from your chest voice into your mix. Now for the women, you can do the exact same thing, but you want to do it on maybe a B flat. And feel that. You can do it even higher, B, C, or even C sharp. But the coolest way to do it is so that the first three are obviously in your chest voice. And then, so, sorry for the glitch. So, the first three are in your chest voice, so it's an obvious, distinct feeling of being down here. La 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 la, obviously chest. A different feel, okay? So I'm going from my chest. I'm not going I'm not doing that. That's yelling. That's what people started calling belting, and it's not a belt. It's just a yell. So that's what your mixed voice is. It's the area of resonation and the vocal cord adjustments that cause that. And what that is it's above your chest voice. So just think real easy. Whenever you're going from chest higher, it's mixing. Now, even if you would call it head voice, let's just call it a mix just for the sake of simplification. And let's call it a mix because you've got a chesty quality and a heady quality. A heady quality is kind of a falsetto-y sound. Very pretty, light, easy. But so let's use our mix terminology and say, when I'm belting, I'm mixing more towards a chesty quality. And when I'm singing real pretty and soft and easy, I'm mixing more towards, let's say, like a falsetto-y quality, but it's not falsetto. It's that heady, pretty quality that we would call head voice. But so that we're not thinking, well, is that mix? Is that chest? Is that... Let's just say for now, for the sake of you getting used to this, that anything above your chest voice, you're going to mix. Now, you may mix it towards the quality of chest voice, really strong, or you may mix it towards the quality of a falsetto-y, beautiful, light quality like that, really soft and easy. Okay? Doesn't matter. Let's consider it still a mix. So if you really want to find out some more about mixing, go to the link below and check out my free small book. I call it a little ebook called The 5 Biggest Mistakes Singers Make While Singing in Their Mix or Belting. That'll clear up a lot of things for you. Please subscribe if you're interested in things like this. I have new videos every Wednesday. And there's another button. I'm new to YouTube, so there's another button you can hit that will alert you. I think it's a bell or something. And so, yeah, subscribe, hit the bell, and there you go. Hope you enjoyed this. And leave comments. I'll do my best to answer every comment that I get. I'm sure after a while that will be impossible, but at least for now it should be easy. Since this is about my first video on YouTube. And then, like it, give comments. You have questions, leave the questions. You have anything you'd like me to do a video on, let me know. I'll do it. Okay? See you for now.